Coach Sarah. I'm here with Coach Tony today, and we're so glad that you're joining us for interval training. Today we're going to be focusing on legs and core. So format is going to be supersets. We're going to take 2 exercises, perform them for 30 seconds apiece, back to back for 3 rounds, and then we'll move on to something else. Okay, that's the plan for today. Keep in mind that these workouts are intended for TMMKFitness members only, so do these at your own risk. Let's get started with some stretches. You ready? Okay, we're going to start out with just a basic quad stretch. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's fine, but I'd like to challenge you to not do that. So keep all these neurotransmitters and all your proprioceptors working properly and keep that balance going well. It diminishes as we age, so it's good to practice these things.
Oh, I'm gonna get really bad.
Switch. That's a good quad stretch over there for your age, Tony. Look at Tony go.
Senior stretches.
Good job. Okay, the next stretch, this is one that we've been working on in this series, if you've been following along, is going to be the lunge stretch on your mat. So I'm going to have you take a big step forward. You're going to come down onto your knee on that back leg, and then you're going to sort of lunge toward the front. If you can, take your 2 hands and place them on the ground. If you can't get this low, fingertips are fine, one hand is fine. But get really low, and then you're going to rotate toward the inside of your body to open up the chest. So we're going to rotate. Okay, bring it down. Let's bring the other leg up. So hopefully you've been practicing these and getting better range of motion. Open up toward the inside. And bring it back down. Good job. Okay, let's stand up. This time we're just going to do just a few little leg swings right here just to kind of open up the hips. Again, if you need to hold on to a wall, place a hand on a wall for some balance, you can do that. Good. Switch. All right. This time, we're just going to take it a little bit side to side. And just do whatever range of motion you can. If you're down here, that's fine. If you get way out here, that's fine too. And let's do the other leg. All right. Good job. So today all you need is your mat and a set of dumbbells. The dumbbells are completely optional because we're doing things for time and not necessarily reps. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, you could go a little bit faster with your reps if you want to get more in within that 30 seconds. But yeah, so dumbbells, or if you have just anything a little bit heavy at home, maybe some laundry detergent will work, to hold one of those. It's totally up to you. So we're going to get started with our first round of supersets. I'm going to demonstrate the 2 exercises first, and then we'll have Tony start our timer. So yes. The first exercise is going to be a bridge with a leg lift. The leg lift is optional. It does add a little bit of a challenge. So for the first exercise, you're going to press your low back into the floor. I want you to maintain this neutral position in your pelvis as you lift up from the floor. If you're doing these bridges properly, you're going to feel it in your hamstrings, okay? So if you would like to add a leg lift, here's what it's going to look like. We're going to do about 2 repetitions and then switch legs. And that's going to last for 30 seconds, okay? And then the next exercise, you're going to have your hands up to the ceiling, your feet up to the ceiling. You're going to bring your legs and arms apart and bring them back together, okay? That's our 2 exercises. Are we ready? So starting with bridge.
Got the countdown.
Okay. low back into the floor. Tighten up your core and lift. And then you can add this leg raise. If you have a hard time keeping the hips level and even with each other, then I would recommend just holding the bridge. Eliminate that leg raise, okay? It's quality over quantity. Good. Okay, right into the core exercise. If you need a little support for your head, you can place one hand behind your head. Just try to keep a neutral spine position. Don't pull on the head. Just there to provide a little bit of support. You also should not feel your low back come off of the mat. So if you feel that, just don't extend your legs out as far. Okay, back to those bridges. Rest your head down. Here we go. Good. How we feeling, Tony?
Feeling great.
Good. So keep that neutral pelvis position. You should definitely be feeling these in your hamstrings.
So you know at home, Sara, she's the originator of this exercise. So the proper name for that exercise are called Smith bridges.
Mm-hmm. We coined that term.
Yeah.
And they will tear up those hamstrings in a good way. So focus on the low back, keeping that neutral pelvis. Exhaling as you bring everything back up toward the ceiling. Last round, here we go. Press the low back down, lift into bridge.
Back to the Smith bridge.
Smith bridges. Very nice. Pay attention to those hips. Make sure that leg, the hip on the leg that's moving is not dipping down toward the floor. Good. Last time for these. Focus on your breathing. Inhale here, exhale as you bring it in. Almost done. Then we have 2 new exercises. Hang in there. All right. Good work. Okay. Here's the next 2 exercises. So the first one, you're going to find an empty wall. We're going to do a wall sit. Now, if you want to add resistance to that, you can hold a dumbbell on your lap. You can have one in each hand down by your sides. So that's an option if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. And then the core exercise, you're going to be in a plank position with packed shoulders. You can alternate your legs like this, maintaining a straight line from your shoulder, your hip, knees. Everything should look nice and even, okay? So we're going to start out with the wall sit.
I'll sit this right here.
Okay. So as you're prepping for the first round of the wall sits, you want to focus on keeping those shoulders down and back, pressed against the wall, and try to keep your low back pressed against the wall too. Ideally, you want 90 degrees at your knees. Now, if this gets to be too taxing on your muscles or too much pressure on your knees, you can certainly raise up just a little bit. Okay, that's completely fine. It should be challenging, but not completely painful.
I choose pain.
So focus on keeping those shoulders. There you go. Okay, we're going to go right into these planks. You don't have to do the leg lift. Pack those shoulders, full extension here, and lift. Now another option option would be to bring your arms down to your elbows. Okay, that takes a little pressure off of your wrists. So that's completely up to you. Good. Round 2.
Still that time. Oh man, what was that?
So hang in there. Round 2.
Sometimes it helps if you can sing a song
Yeah.
while you're down here. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, take it away, Tony. Think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. See, that went by fast.
Yeah. Or crack jokes with your partner. Man.
Yeah. If you don't have anybody, just talk to yourself.
That's not crazy at all.
Back your shoulders. Lift. Add the leg raise. Make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers out so that you can distribute the weight evenly on your hands. Take some pressure off your wrists. Hey, it's round 3. Oh,
right.
Tony's adding the weight.
Pain.
That's right.
I'm gonna regret this right now.
Last round. Hang in there. Shoulders against the wall, low back against the wall.
Woo.
All right, planks one more time. Hands under the shoulders. Lift. I probably don't have to tell you this, but you should be feeling this in your glutes when you do the leg lift. But I'm sure you guys are feeling that. All right, we made it.
All right.
Grab some water. Tony's not allowed to touch the props in the room. All right. So, the third group of exercises, we'll be doing a side step squat. If you want to hold a dumbbell for this, you can. It would look like this, okay? I'm gonna hold it down low, squat, and squat, okay? But this is optional. So a side step squat, and then we'll be coming down on our mat to do the bicycle, okay? All right, that's the goal for this one.
And be sure to keep that low back flat on the floor doing those bicycle kicks.
Yep.
All right.
Let's get our timer going.
10 seconds.
Side step squats. Pack those shoulders down, neutral pelvis. Okay, we're gonna start on this side here. Here we go.
Get synchronized here.
Yep. So, keep in mind that this is a squat and not a side lunge, so you want to avoid this. If you're having to push away, you're probably doing a lunge. So, it should be just straight up and down. Don't let that weight pull your shoulders out of place either. Keep those strong. Good. Down here, bicycle. Keeping the low back on the floor. Kick your legs straight out, extend them. If you have trouble keeping your back on the floor, you can extend your legs higher, okay? Rotate the upper body with these. Don't pull on the neck. Fingertips are just here for a little bit of support. Okay, back into the squats. Ready? Good.
So those of you that have a little issue with balance, throw your hands out in front. Helps to act as a counterbalance. There we go.
Almost there.
Good.
Nice. Bicycle. in there. We're about there. We're doing good. One more round after this. Third round. Ready and step. Very nice.
Ooh, got your sweat rolling, Sarah.
Oh boy. Yes.
Where's your sweat?
All right, last time for the bicycle. Press the low back down. Hang in there, don't get sloppy with these. Slow down a little bit. Woo! Good job, everybody. Grab some water and then we'll move on.
All right. Ooh.
Sorry, Tony, you don't have any water. Okay, I'll stop drinking mine. I feel a little bad.
That's all right, I got it.
Okay.
Spit.
Okay, that'll work too. Okay, so next two exercises, we're gonna be doing calf raises. You're probably gonna wanna hold dumbbells if you have them for these, to get a little bit more out of it. And then we're gonna come down to the floor. We're gonna sit up tall, straight, good spine, Russian twists. You can do these holding a weight or without, okay? So that's our two exercises. Let's get our timer going.
10 seconds.
If you're using weights, now's the time to get them. When you do your calf raises, try not to let your heels touch the ground on your way down. So you want to try to pop back up right before they touch the ground. This is good for ankle stability.
Sure to keep those shoulders packed.
Yep. So don't let them shrug up by your ears. Don't round them forward.
Yeah. Woo!
I know, I was about to say the same thing. Woo! Those are burning. Okay, Russian twist. I'm gonna do mine without a weight for right now. First you're gonna sit up tall, then lean back at the hips, rotate. So you don't want your chest to cave in like this. So keep your back straight, shoulders down and back, keep them out of your ears. Try to keep your legs and your feet as still as you can. So look for that on the next round. Calf raises. Woo! These are burning.
That hurt so good.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially a person who got little bitty calves like myself.
Good job. Okay, down here to the twist. So tall, rotate. If you want to add a challenge to this, you can raise your legs. But try to keep those legs as still as possible. Avoid this. Okay? Woo! All right. Third round.
Woo! Set those shoulders, neutral pelvis.
Yep. Woo. Hang in there, everybody. We're almost there.
2 seconds.
Good. Russian twist last time. Sit tall, lean back. The farther back you lean, the harder it is. But be careful, because you don't want your form to go bad.
Not that.
feel so good about myself. Okay, stay down here. We have one more group to do. We're going to be doing some side planks. 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. We're going to do that for 3 rounds, okay? There's ways to change this up a bit too. So I'll be showing you some of that once we get started. So, roll over onto one side of your body. First thing you're going to do is place your elbow below your shoulder. You've got some options here, okay? A traditional side plank. You're going to either stack your feet or stagger your feet and lift. Or you can drop this bottom leg down and hold this way, okay? Totally up to you. Obviously, this is going to be a little less taxing on your body to do that, okay? So we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll show you some more options once we're up here, okay? So you're going to spread your fingers out on your mat just for a little bit more stability and lift. So you want to avoid, whether you're doing it this way or this way, you want to avoid letting the body drop forward. So keep your hips stacked. If you need a little extra, you can make it into a hip drop, like this. You'll feel it a little bit more over here in your obliques and around your lower back. Good. We're just going to switch sides and go right into it. So, elbow underneath the shoulder, lift, hold it. This hip drop is optional. You can do a hip drop from here too. It's a little bit smaller range of motion, but it's possible. Good. Okay, switch again. So again, elbow under shoulder. Here, if you want, thread the needle, adding a little rotation in that torso. Very good. Switch. Add movement if you like. Hang in there, hang in there. We have one more round after this. Last time on this side. So you can do some of those movements I showed you, or you can hold it stationary. If you want to extend your arm up without movement, that's fine too. Like this. Doing good, come on. Don't give up now. Last time, and then we're gonna cool down. Last time. Make sure those hips are stacked on top of each other. Good. This is it. Finish strong. Go, go, go. Yay! All right. Good work.
All right.
Tony's gonna lead us through some stretches.
All right, so while you're still sitting down, let's go ahead, hit your pretzel stretch here. So,
All right.
you extend your left leg, cross your right foot over your left leg. Take your left elbow, place on the outside of that right knee. Sit up tall. Try to look back as far as you can.
I had it going the wrong way.
Yeah, that's your problem. Face it. It's okay. And relax. All right, let's opposite direction. There you go. I can see them now. 5 more seconds. Good. And relax. All right, everybody hop up. All right, so just like we started out with, let's go ahead and grab your right foot, right quad stretch. Be sure your knee is pointed down to the floor. Shift those hips forward there a little bit. What you don't want is your hips way back, and you don't want to overshift forward. So right in the middle. Like Sarah said earlier, if you're struggling keeping your balance, find a wall or a table or a chair to help keep your balance. Here we go, left leg.
If you need more of a stretch, you can engage the glutes, so squeeze your butt. You can also pull up on your shoe, on your foot, without moving the hip, and you'll feel more of a stretch in that quad too.
All right, so those hammies in there. Place your right heel in front of you here, and just reach down towards the floor. Grab your toe, that way we can hit those calves while we stretch those hamstrings. Remember, neutral pelvis, keep those shoulders back, even while you stretch. So it's important to practice good form, good posture. So that way it becomes subconscious. You don't have to think about it.
Yep.
Here we go. And relax.
All right.
All right.
Well, we appreciate you joining us today for interval training. We hope you got a good workout, and stay tuned for more.